Hello and welcome to another episode of Enthusiast Experiment. I am your host Mike, and today we are checking out a pencil that has had so much build-up from all the places that I've read and heard about that I just had to get my hands on it. So let's check it out and see what it is. It's one of the first quote-unquote new pencils to be made in a long time from a company that has a ton of hype right now. You might already know what it is just from that silver finish there. Sneak it in here. Boom. That's the company. That's the pencil. So, very simple aesthetic there. Clean designs, clean lines. Let's set it aside. This I do have the packaging for. I will link down below. I actually was able to catch one of my buddies here. Rick's Can Do It. I love his channel. He's really freaking awesome. If you haven't checked it out, please do. Again, I said I'll link it below. But he was actually, after his review, was getting rid of these guys, and I jumped on it before they were gone. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And again, if you guys haven't checked out his channel, please do. He's a really, really awesome guy, great sense of humor, and does some really cool stuff. So let's check out the packaging, shall we? So I think this is one of the things these guys are extremely known for is kind of their aesthetic slash packaging. And this is no different. Their pencil is another foray into their spending a lot of time and effort into designing very nice packaging. So you can see this is tools for thinkers, designed with a philosophy of simplicity, usefulness, and community. And then on the top here we got a little bit of more writing. So these are the Archer pencils, and just saying that, you know, pencils are one of the oldest and best tools to get your ideas down on paper and journey on. So this is the charcoal graphite. So I'm assuming that would be the finish color, and that would be what's inside of the pencil. They have said since releasing this that they're doing, I think it's quarterly editions of all of their products, including the pencil. So seeing what comes out after this release, I'm curious. But this video is just about this pencil. So something that is really cool, at least about this, I do not have the 12th pencil as that was at our friend's review there, but you can see that all 12 would fit in here really nice and snugly. Missing one, obviously. This is 11, and they kind of liken this to being the quiver of an archer, you know, full of arrows. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty amazing that they're able to fit all these guys in here. Again, it's not going to really affect how you write with the pencil, but whoops, hang on one second. Okay, we're back. Through the magic of editing, just got so passionate about that I knocked over and broke my lamp. Awesome. But yeah, so we're back. Oh, that's not even the right pencil. There it is. So aesthetics aside, pretty cool, great job on the packaging, but as I was saying, you know, it doesn't really help us when it comes to writing. So that's what this is all about. Let's see how it favors there. So we'll set this aside. Get out our friendly book here and our light bulb out of the way. All right. So, as we mentioned, this is the Baron Fig Archer. It is a graphite lead of HB hardness. The wood, again, I was unable to clarify. It is lighter than other pencils, and that is a feature that they tout. So I'm not exactly sure that it would be a cedar. And I don't want to put anything in the videos that I'm not 100% able to clarify for certain. So again, I'm not unable to clarify, so leaving that as a question mark. Body is hexagonal, dark gray body with white letters and a black end cap, which you can see here perfectly. And it is kind of a matte finish, so it does grip pretty well. I'm a big fan of matte finishes overall, and this is a very understated aesthetic, so that's really nice too. Nice and clean, simple designs, no barcodes, none of that nastiness gunking it up. No ferrule, no eraser, and it is end capped, which I prefer. And the price is $15 for a 12-pack. This is where I think they need a little bit of work. I really love that there's a new pencil coming on the market, but I really wish that it was at a price point that was more affordable to everybody, because I think that would grow the market, as opposed to a lot of these companies trying to come out with more pricier options, although I do not think this is terrible in the scheme of some of the other companies that are out there that are over $2 a pencil easily. So I wish it was more of the $12 price point, $1 a pencil, but that's just kind of me. and not exactly sure where they're made, so I'm not exactly sure where they originate. For the eraser test, laid down a little bit of graphite and used our friend the Boxy here, as there's not an included eraser on the end of the pencil. Did a pretty good job. Smudge test, I'd say it did alright there. And shade did pretty good there too. I was able to get a decent variety of tones, so that was pretty cool. Some of the pros, it is super simple and clean design. I really appreciate that, again, with just their logo and then the arrow on there for Archer. Really, really nice clean pencil. Erasability did pretty good for being the tonal darkness that it is, but that could be the Boxy again. It's just a really great eraser. And the smear test, smudge test, same. Did pretty good. I wish it was a little bit better. It's not quite coming up as much on camera, but still did pretty good. So it's a little bit of a little bit darker when you can push down. You can get some darker tones out of that, but it didn't smear too much, so that's nice. As you guys know, I kind of have that problem left-handers do, but I'm a right-hander. I smear over my writing. I do like the packaging, but again, you know, at the cost of what, I'd rather have a cheaper pencil like this than have one where a lot of time and attention was put into the packaging instead of the pencil. Non-slip finish, I do really like that, and that it's that matte finish. I like that a lot. Very lightweight, which is a cool contrast to pick up if you use a few different pencils throughout your day. This one you'll know right away, it is noticeably lighter, again, I think due to the wood that they use, which is kind of a cool experience. Smells good, so I'm assuming, you know, it's some type of aromatic wood that they use, maybe some type of cedar or something, I'm not exactly sure. And the smudge test, shade test tonal range. So again, back to the shade test, and being able to get really nice dark darks, and actually all the way up into some pretty light shades as well, so you can cover the gamut there. And again, you guys are probably better than me. I keep saying that, I'm sorry, but it's true. But not too bad. Again, some of the cons, I wish the price was just a little bit lower, you know, getting us more down to that $1 a pencil range, I think would be really cool and really give this a ledge up in front of, or in relation to its competition. And the lead itself is, or the graphite itself is just a tad bit scratchy. And that's not quite the word I would use to describe this. It just had a little bit more, you could feel the toothiness of the paper, and this isn't even toothy paper, if that makes sense. You could just feel it kind of drag against the page a little bit more than some of the other pencils. But I have been reviewing a lot of Japanese pencils lately, so that's maybe not like the most fair comparison. But let's get out of the way and get the big book. All right. There it is. You can even hear when I set it down. So, Baron Fig Archer, compared to some of these guys here, definitely not as dark as the Japanese HBs, but holding its own. It's a little bit darker than the Ticonderoga, I think. So yeah, been a quick look. I was excited to get that. I really appreciate it. Again, the guys over at Rick's Can Do It, their channel linked below. Really great channel. I really appreciate hooking up with him and being able to nag these off of him after his review. I appreciate you guys swinging by and checking it out, and I would appreciate if you like, share, and subscribe so we can grow the channel together. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take it easy.